And it's working. Welcome back to Vampire. Or however it's pronounced. Ooh, what's this? The Dear Jonathan, Ask Nurse Crane. I'm gonna start off with the wallet. For inventory collectibles. This guy. That's not him, not him. Not him. He's around here somewhere. I know that much.
Please, has anyone seen my daughter?
Or at least I thought he would be. Oh, right there. Hello.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The
Ignore
epidemic's
that.
over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
New hint.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Personal questions.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's
I would
as
be too.
depressed as I am.
Whoa, what happened? One moment. There we go. That should be better now. My controller likes to connect and disconnect. Is this one of the important things?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
That's fair.
What's going on between you and...
Oh
Pippa's
no.
tired.
During the
this
war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
What's your life in London like? Oh god.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm
Ew.
sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Fair, honestly.
Goodbye, Milton.
It's safer here than anywhere else.
Who do I want to talk to? Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
No. Can't do personal questions.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth
So
the
I've been
risk?
told.
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Also fair.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
That got me nothing. Let's meet some of the other people. Hello.
Again.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Huh. Oh. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious.
No, it was such a long
What's-
time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
That's fair.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Tell me.
Please, describe to me how
Detail.
you feel. What is it
Put it
like
in detail.
to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and...
New hint. Thelma is affected by blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I need to make fatigue.
Mortal. You
Sure.
can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want.
Sure.
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
There's a lot of talking in this game.
But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Sure. New investigation.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Time has lost its effect on me. The suffering...
Where Investigations.
Continues.
Eventually, at some point, people do go to do something in secret. Hello. Ooh, what's this? Okay, it's been several days. I hope I remember how to fight. Chomp. Okay, rude.
Christ! He's dead!
Oh, it killed him. Whoops. A note. From guard of pre-run command post, object vampire activity, hospital survey, when a new recruit's heard a rumor, female vampire, first name Thelma. Report, blah blah blah. I got a hint. Thelma suspected, blah blah blah. Find the local command post. Why? What if I don't want to? I mean, I'm gonna. I gotta help Thelma. And I gotta get experience points. It's... What's this? Join the king... Yeah, I've seen that already. Ferocious Skull. Level 18. Wow, no thanks. Oh, boy! Hey, hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this.
Filthy piece of shit!
Ah, healing. Nice. What did I do? Where did I go? Abandoned investment property. No. I don't want to yet. Shut up. Ooh, random pills. Ow, fire. Eat him! Eat him! Consume! Oh god. Hang on, I'm bad at this. Oof! That is one attack I don't want to be hit by. Ow! Owie! Lead plate. What's this? Money. Oh, still reports leading to Primbrook Hospital. Ow! Stop it! Used steak. They're the same, except this is less. Like, less level. Having observed 2 weeks, we can confirm vampire is there. First proof of prevalent la. Yeah, we get that. Hello. The Great Hunt, hail to our fallen comrades. Blah, 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 blah. No, let me look through my stuff. Wasn't I able to disassemble stuff? I thought I was. Yeah, I'm not taking on that skull. Thelma!
As for me,
Oh, blood temptation. I know this. Thelma!
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
So, I'm gonna cheat. Because how am I supposed to know what to choose? Um. Hang on. I got it.
It was
This
a
way.
misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood.
No, thank you.
One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind. Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
Oh, great. There's more. I don't think it does anything.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark.
I mean, I
Dr.
got
Reed.
all the hints, so it
Strange
doesn't matter.
and ancient
But
beings
she-
that were
hi,
here
Ray.
before
Yeah,
this
she
island
is delusional.
even had a name.
But that's not important.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
The point is, I got all the experience I can out of her. Actually, yeah, let's talk with the
Good evening,
guy
Mr.
I
Hampton.
saved.
How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh,
What's going on?
sure, I must
I'm talking to
apologise
people
for
in
my
the
behaviour.
hospital.
What do you mean?
I was not
For now.
myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Ron Hampton.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behaviour. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Oh, there's a big difference between him and Miss
You
Harcroft.
dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton.
Head into bed.
Or a fool.
I'm just a
That's
man
good.
trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed.
Sleep is good.
William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before
Turtle.
I found you in the canning factory.
Remember
Tom, yes,
Good
of
night,
course.
Ray.
Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Probably
really.
all of them.
Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Fair. Fair.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
What about you?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
How's
Not
your
really.
day going?
But I recognise Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're
See,
preaching to
good
the
doctor.
converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Oh,
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
why isn't that cross
A
bothering
deacon,
me?
maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually.
That's understandable.
William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
Give it a
You're
while.
in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
That's all I could get out of him, sadly.
I cannot enter.
Fear and disgust on every street.
Okay, what about you?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my
Oh.
face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Okay,
Goodbye
actually,
for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear
I gotta-
and disgust on every street corner.
I gotta make a thing.
Daily
The thing I gotta make is the thing. The thing that I need to make. For Fatigue. Fatigue. Run! Run for your life!
daily routine.
He should be somewhere out here. Here he is.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Fair, but give medicine.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way.
I do.
And
I'm a doctor.
also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
You wanted revenge?
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Hang on. No, hang on. Okay, I'll learn the hint no matter what.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe only the strongest will survive in these dark times.
If there must be only one, in the end, make no mistake, I'll be the winner.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane.
Wow,
Fatty
okay.
brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff.
Not to mention we're in the middle of a
What are you
pandemic.
expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
I thought you were supposed to give me a dialogue thing. Oh.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We all pay the price. or prepare to die soon. I
We
hope
can't
so.
escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
What was that? Murdered gang leader. Okay. Also,
I'll leave you for now.
There's a crumpled letter. Here it is. Tired of your Clay. What did you do? All the dogs are gossiping about how my husband has just got this stupid kid. This is his wife. Edwina. Hang on, let me.
Hey, Doc.
Personal questions.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
Language.
I'm so mad I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken
You
Blah,
all
blah,
have
blah.
our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
I'll
All right.
leave you for now.
I have something to do now. What? Where is it? Why is it so far away? All right. Retrieve knife. I can do that. I think.
It's locked, all right.
Why? Oh, I know. It's connected to a side mission. Whoops. Ow, that hurt. I consume its deep. See? Easy. These foolish mortals have nothing on me. Oh, Jesus! That's rude! Stop it! There, easy peasy. This way. Oh, man. Ooh. That did away with almost all of his health. What's this? Oh.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wanted that.
Am I allowed to keep it? No. Yeah, I'll use this. The hospital's this way. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, whoops, sorry. Pardon me, excuse me. Mr. Clay.
When I get... Hey, Doc.
I have found your blade.
I have found the gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
That's all of him, though, Al, right? Yes. All of her. I need to talk to him some more. There's a lot more stuff from them. Ugh, these poor people. And there's these two, and this person.
I've never seen so many
one at a time.
dying at the same time.
One at a time.
At least that mistress of the dark. Stop. It's here again.
Hello.
Good evening.
Evening.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Hang on. Oh, Miss Elwood. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's something I need.
Goodbye for now.
Nowadays.
The pain.
It's upstairs.
It's here again.
It's in here. Yes. Heavily burned and disfigured. Pain still burns under the skin. Guilt of survival. He feels responsible for his disfiguration. Big sad. Nope, this isn't where he is.
The pain.
Hang on.
It's here
I'll get it right. Eventually.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
How is your stay?
Oh, it's...
Can I ask you...
It's the...
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
That's sad.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Fair. Learned you can't hide forever.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive for these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Thomas feels too shamed. Yep. But what really happened?
What really happened then?
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up.
Rude.
Left me to
Of
burn.
her. Anyway.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No
Fair.
offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Miss Howcroft.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Aww, how sweet. I think... Wait, how did we make the connection between them?
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood.
Oh, that's very...
And the pain.
Not
It's
good.
real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Wow, that's
You told me before you don't
sad.
want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised me nippers since their mother died. Don't want them to look at me like this.
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me. Once. My poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Oh.
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but respect for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all discipline and morality. If she ever found out what really happened...
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah.
I've never heard that
off here.
before. Alright. I could get so much experience if I was going to kill them. Well, I can't do her right now. But if I was, and then there's him, can't do that guy. Can't do either of them. But, jeez.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
That would be so much experience points.
It's here again.
Actually, hang on.
Here with disgust on every street.
Good evening.
Good
Is
evening.
there anything else? Life in London? No. No.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I'll learn this of them eventually, I'm sure.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Where's the one room? Not down this way. Wait, what? Can I view it from here? There's no way. When that happens, characters are doing something. In secret. So I gotta find a place to hide to watch them. Hang on, I can't see anything. What am I doing?
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Mortimer Goswick intended to take his own life. Yes. Hang on, let me... Okay. Oh, Mortimer.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
And how painful is
How
throat?
painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Yes, but on the scale of 1 to 10.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right then.
Ooh.
This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
That's a fair request.
I have to go now, sir. But don't...
Good evening, sir.
I know exactly where it is. It's the hideout I found down here. But, let's crack it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I will get the same reward regardless. But you'll see what I mean. Come on, faster!
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Silence! I'm not really gonna leave
In this
like
letter,
that.
Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Ooh, hello. What? Eat their own foul progeny with blood. We all know that. Some of us witnessed process even. Okay, that's just blah blah blah.
It's locked, all right.
Fido. What do I want to upgrade? This takes level 8. What other kind of abilities do I want? No. Oh, I can upgrade this. Not yet. I guess I should upgrade stuff like my health. And stamina. Confirm. I see. The game broke. Interesting. I mean, I hope it's fine now. Okay. I can now go back. And I might give it to his mother. Or him. I don't know.
Is this supposed to be an hospital?
Shush! Hello, Mortimer. Hello, Mortimer's mother.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Actually, hang on. Let's learn about her. How do I spell her name? Beatrice.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital.
We can just do
what
dialogue.
Gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh, really? HIPAA saves beds for patients who can pay.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
What about
can
you?
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick.
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you rich?
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Ooh.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail.
Wow.
I can't let that happen.
Is that how it was back then?
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Miss...
Okay, there's one more.
Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Let's go ahead and give her the note, because why not?
Your son asked me to find this letter.
Because
Mrs.
why not? We're a doctor.
However, I thought it would be preferable to give it to you.
I already know what I'm going to read. Mortimer, why are you acting in this way? I have done everything I can to help you, but it's not enough.
We will talk about this letter later. I understand that you need some privacy.
Before you leave, take this for your trouble. Thanks to you, my son still has a future. Perhaps.
Hang on, there's still more.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
That's the way to think about it, I guess.
You realize your son could try to kill himself again. He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
This one.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
Refuses to acknowledge. Alright.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Time with me.
Okay. Hello.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular
At least
guy
they did
waiting
some
to get his arm
combat in
fixed.
this.
so I can return to
this
work
stream.
and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Okay, Harvey. You don't have to make any rash decisions now. Oh, can't get anything. Desk.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Here it is. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before. It hurts to write few words, blah blah blah. Harvey will not be able to feed his family as long as his arm is still injured.
Never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Ooh. I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Blah blah blah.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Shift never ends.
Wait, did I get the other one? I wasn't paying attention. Yes.
As for me,
I need to talk
I'm an
to
idiot.
Dr. Strickland. Is that you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Nope,
I'm Waverly
it's not
Ackroyd.
him.
Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Waverly. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
What is it? Waverly disapproves of modern medicine methods. I think that's all I can get out of him.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Oh, wow, you're so different.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Strickland.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Whoa, what? What is this? This one, I guess?
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories at first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
Blah, blah, blah.
You may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Here we go.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
I need to do this mission.
Yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Alright, I gotta do this.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Here. And also, where is it? Ooh. Can I get to there? Because I know some places are locked until you reach a certain point. Okay, just go south. See how it goes. What is this camera shaking? Nonsense. Hello? Consume.
There's one of them vermin!
Come on. You missed, you fool. Where am I going? This way? Yes.
Best be on your way home. Get them weapons ready!
Ow! It hurts! Stop it! I said stop! Thank you. Hello? Oh god. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Oh, ow, rude. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Come on, stop it! Give me the nom-noms. Not the best I could have done, but I did okay. Blah blah, this is the thing.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Whoops. This way, I think. I also have to meet, not meet, unless I already did it. Yes. I will get access to a place with a thing. Hello, random person who I can't talk to. That's mine now.
Will this shift never end?
Dr. Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Secretly exposing patients to an experimental medication.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Blah, blah, blah.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Oh dear. Dialogue I didn't think.
You
think
have
there is
my
one.
support, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Blundering idiot.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Okay. So I just have to choose.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
I can either bring it to Mr. Strickland or report him to the other person. I don't think it matters. What matters is I get a key I need. You know what? Why not?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well,
exactly
I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Oh yeah, I
Tell
need
me
this.
Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Wait, so what happened? Blaming himself. Alright, that's all I needed.
Dr.
Ah, here it is. There's a note here about Goswick. Blah, blah, blah. Is not infected with the Spanish flu.
It's locked.
What?
It's locked, all right.
Oh, come on. Letter to Dr. Swansea. Blah, blah, blah. Gwyneth has been suspected for neglecting her professional duties. Where am I putting this thing? Oh, I see. In here.
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
I don't think there's anything else in here. I got all of his. But for them, I need something from what's-his-name's office. I think. Yes. For Dr. Waverly, which was the other guy. I need to talk to him.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long?
I'm quite busy right now.
Yeah, shut up.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
A big fair. Okay. And now all I need is the paper.
We'll talk later.
Don't waste your time with me.
Which is in Mr. Swansea's office. Which is this one? Yes.
Please,
Hello.
Jonathan, come in.
Sorry I took so long. I have to talk to people.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
How ironic.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization.
Or does it?
Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem
Let's
strange,
be
but your
nice.
words have brought me some comfort here.
Why not?
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Okay, Mr. Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Ooh, okay.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Okay, I need things. Warning letter. Must inform you deepest reserves about blah blah blah. Rare species of vampire. Blah 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 blah. Anything else? Letter of and a letter. Oh yeah, one of the doctors. Has been appointed as a medic by mistake. Oh, wow. But, no, that's not it. That's not it. Strickland. Or it's not. I need the other doctor. The doctor of Waverly Place. Wait, what? Okay, there it is. Waverly's skills are admired, but he seems proud and arrogant. Yeah, we get that. Who else do I need? That guy. These two. And them. But I'm going to do that in the next stream. Because I'm going to end this one here. We made progress, I'd like to say. But thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.